When a couple's son falls off a ladder in their new family home, he is put into a comatose state. But when things start to happen, a man must find out whether the entities that are plaguing his family are after his son Dalton, or in fact they've been after him since he was 8 years old. This is Love Monkey 953, coming through the ashes to your computer screens, and today I'll be reviewing the film Insidious. It's written by Leigh Whannell, who has written for the first Saw film and Dead Silence, and it's directed by James Wan, who directed the first Saw film and The Conjuring. It stars Josh, played by Patrick Wilson, and Renee, played by Rose Byrne. They've moved into their new family home with their sons, Dalton, played by Ty Simpkins, and Foster, played by Andrew Astor, and of course their baby daughter, Callie. Shortly afterwards, Dalton is drawn to the attic as he keeps hearing noises and creaking sounds. He falls from the ladder and sees something in the shadows. After hearing Dalton's screams, Josh and Renee rush up to investigate and say that the attic is off limits to the children. The next day, they find out that Dalton is in a coma, and after 3 months of tests and treatment, with no success, Josh and Renee bring Dalton home from the hospital. As soon as they do this, instantly there is supernatural activity. For instance, Renee gets attacked by a man she keeps hearing on Callie's baby monitor. There's a bloody handprint on Dalton's bedsheet. This is the last straw for Renee, who persuades Josh to move out of this home and basically abandon the house. However, in the second house, Renee sees a dancing boy who she follows into Dalton's room. But while this is happening, Josh's mother Lorraine, played by Barbara Hershey, has a dream about a demonic figure in Dalton's room who insists on taking Dalton. After she tells Josh and Renee, she sees a monster with a red face and roars behind Josh, and Dalton is attacked in his room. With no other option, Lorraine calls paranormal investigators, Elise, played by Lynn Shay, Specs, played by Leigh Whannell, a illustrious writer, and Tucker, played by Angus Sampson. As soon as Elise enters, she senses a presence, and when she sees something on the ceiling, she asks Specs to draw this presence. And the result is a demonic, red-faced figure with dark, hollow eyes, the same thing that Lorraine saw. Elise explains that Dalton isn't in a coma, he is in fact away from his body. He was born with a gift to leave his body and travel subconsciously into the astral plane. However, he's travelled too far and he's got lost into the further, a place where tortured souls go and inhabit. Without his soul, Dalton appears comatose, and any spirit can use it to enter the physical world. Josh is wary at first, but when he sees Dalton's out-of-body experiences, which Dalton has drawn about, he instantly changes his mind. Elise performs a seance with a gas mask on. She tries to communicate with Dalton, but reaches a malevolent spirit who threatens the group and uses Dalton's body to attack them, but is sent away by Elise. She reveals that her and Lorraine have in fact known each other since Josh was 8. Everyone finds out that Josh has the same experience as Dalton, and Dalton has inherited it from his father. Elise helped Josh forget about this experience that he had, but there is times where he will never forget. He doesn't like being photographed, for one. This is because in every single photograph he was followed or stalked by an elderly woman with a veil on over her face. Josh is put into a trance. He goes to the previous house, goes up into the attic where it first occurred, and sees a red door, which Dalton has drawn about. He's attacked by the same spirit that attacked Renee. He defeats him and finds Dalton chained to the floor. He frees his son, but he's caught by the red-faced demon. And in fact, he goes off with his son, but is followed by the red-faced demon and returns through the red door. Josh confronts his demons, as it were, the woman that has been stalking him all his life. She dissolves into darkness after Josh tells him to basically leave them alone. They start to celebrate when all the spirits have gone away, but Josh isn't quite right. Annalise senses this. She takes a photograph of him, of course. He doesn't like being photographed. He goes into a violent rage, as of course he doesn't like his picture being taken. He strangles Elise and kills her. Renee discovers Elise's body, and picks up the camera. She sees the picture, but it isn't Josh. It's the old woman that's been plaguing him, and of course she has now got what she wanted. She's got Josh's body, and she has won. She's won the war that she's been fighting his entire life. It's a brilliant film. If you haven't seen it, please do try and pick up a DVD and watch it. It's scary throughout, and it's a great use of Tiptoe Through the Tulips by Tiny Tim. It's the least scariest song that you could, but Insidious makes it scary. It's a very good film, and it's a good watch, but don't watch it with the kids. I'll give this one a 9.5 out of 10. Okay, thank you very much for watching my review, and I'll be doing more soon. Bye bye.